As per MarketWatch, Dow futures rise as stock market aims to add to rally headed into Fed week. The Nasdaq finished Friday's trade less than 4 points from an all-time closing record. U.S. stock market futures edged higher Sunday evening in thin trading as Wall Street equities looked to add to a rally toward records for the Nasdaq composite that concluded trade last week on the back of improving economic data in the face of a viral outbreak. For the week, the Dow DJIA plus 3.15% finished 6.8% higher, the S&P 500 SPX plus 2.62% gained 4.9%, while the Nasdaq advanced 3.3% and the Nasdaq 100 rose 2.8%. What's driving the market? The Federal Reserve is set to release its updated policy statement on Wednesday and its first set of economic projections since December. Although investors aren't expecting the central bank to dial back rates, which currently stand at a range of 0% and 0.25%, investors may be eager to garner clues from policymakers after Friday's jobs report produced a stunning 2.5 million increase in payrolls in May, when economists had expected as many as 9 million jobs lost in the month amid coronavirus-related closures. Global stocks mixed as Asia rides Friday's Wall Street rally to 3-month highs, while Europe retreats following uneven China trade data. China's May trade surplus hits a record high $62.93 billion, but a mild drop in exports belies a worrying 16.7% plunge in imports. Benchmark 10-year Treasury note yields remain over 0.9% following Friday's 2.5 million jobs shock as investors await the Fed's reply later this week. Global oil prices gain as OPEC members, as well as Russia and Mexico, agree to extend their record output cuts until the end of July. U.S. equity futures suggest a firmer open for Wall Street as the S&P 500 flirts with break-even for the year and the Dow heads for 28,000. Dow Jones market movers on Friday: Boeing Company up 11.47%, ExxonMobil up 8.11%, Travelers Co. up 5.39%, Caterpillar up 4.78%, Verizon up 0.91%, Merck up 0.87%, J&J up 0.39%, Pfizer up -0.06%, Walmart up -0.45%. The current stock market rally had a huge week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average leapt 6.8% last week, with the S&P 500 index up 4.9% and the Nasdaq composite 3.4%. Much or most of those gains came Friday. Apple stock rose 4.3% to $331.50 last week, hitting a record high. AAPL stock is still in range from a $319.79 buy point. Apple stock has reclaimed its market cap crown from fellow Dow Jones giant Microsoft. While Apple stock has done well during the coronavirus market rally, it's clear that business would be a lot better with a thriving global economy. Amazon stock rose 1.7% to $2,483 last week. That's close to a $2,525.55 buy point from a 3-week tight entry. The e-commerce and cloud computing giant is a coronavirus play, though COVID-19 costs are heavy as well. United Health stock rose 2.3% to $311.85, including Friday's 4.6% surge to a new high. That finally pushed on stock to a close above the left-hand side of its base. United Health stock had a $304.10, but $306.81 above the left-hand side may be more appropriate. United Health stock, like Apple stock, is one of a handful of Dow components to hit record highs. Microsoft stock climbed 2.2% last week to $187.20. On Friday, MSFT stock briefly cleared a $187.61 buy point from a 4-week tight pattern that served as another handle. During the week, Microsoft stock once again found support at its 21-day moving average. Dexcom stock fell 3.65% last week to $364.49, but jumped 5.7% on Friday, rebounding bullishly from its 50-day and 10-week declines. That creates a buying opportunity for the diabetes products leader. ServiceNow stock edged up 0.65% to $390.46 last week, thanks to a 3.6% gain on Friday. It now has a $396.25 3-week tight entry, slightly above a prior cup base, according to MarketSmith analysis. Facebook stock climbed 2.5% last week to $230.77. FB stock is slightly extended from a 215.38 cup with handle buy point. But investors could treat 224.30, the old high plus 10 cents, or as it begins to clear its short consolidation as legitimate entries. Nvidia stock edged up 0.5% to 356.80 last week, helped by a 1.75% gain on Friday. NVDA stock has been consolidating tightly for a few weeks after running up sharply. It doesn't quite qualify as a 3-week tight, though existing holders could probably add a few shares at their current levels or at 367.37. A successful investor needs to remain flexible, continually reevaluating his or her investments, the leading stocks and sectors and the overall market trend. The coronavirus market rally has been amazing, fueled by optimism that the economy will bounce back quickly. The May jobs report and some other data offer evidence for that. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for stock tips, news,